morning, and my name is Yun. And today I will be presenting a workplace, a moral dilemma. Through this case, I hope to demonstrate how personal character and ethical decision makings play a vital role in a professional environment. For the moral issue at work, first, this individual A was appointed as the team leader. However, although he held the leadership positions, most of the creative idea and work were contributed by another team's members. Individual B was more reserved and quieter. When it came time to present the project to the management, individual A presented it as if everything had been his own work. He took the full credit and failed to acknowledge the individual B's major contribution. Unfortunately, the rest of the team, including the individual B, were completely overlooked. The moral issue at work for the second is individual C's notice the injustice rather than confronting the individual A during the presentation or staying silent. The individual C decided to act in a truthful and ethical manner. After the presentation, individual C discussed the matter with other teammates who share the same concern. Together, they wrote and submitted a follow-up report to the management. This report did not excuse anyone directly, but instead clarified the contribution of each team members, with particularly emphasis on individuals B hard work. And for the whys for the individual A, clearly demonstrate the whys of insincerity and excessive ambitions by taking credit for work that was not entirely his. He violated the ethical values of honesty, humility, and fairness. His action revealed a self-centered approach focused more on personal recognitions than the team success. On the other hand, individual C, for the observer, show moral courage. Rather than ignore the situation or respond aggressive, they choose a balanced approach, one that promoted the justice without creating the unnecessary drama. And for the graph, individual A include the deception and insincerity. Instead of being the truthful and acknowledge the team's efforts, he chose to take all the credit. This reflects a lack of integrity, sincerity. Sincerity is the virtue between a boastfulness and self-depreciation. Individual S behavior clearly falls into excess. He intentionally misrepresents the truth to gain a personal recognition. His actions show that without honesty, leadership becomes the self-serving rather than ethical. Now we look at the excessive ambitions, or called philotimia, the unhealthy craving for honor. While ambition is not wrong, individual A pursued to the recognition at the expense of fairness. He crossed the line from being driven to being selfish. Instead of showing the team spirit, he had to evaluate himself alone. Individual S failed to find that balance, and in doing so, damaged both his character and the trust of his team. We turn our focus to in the individual C, who demonstrate the virtue of courage. Rather than staying silent or overreacting, individuals choose a truthful and respectful approach, submitting a follow-up report to ensure credit was fairly shared. Courage lies between cowardice and recklessness. Individuals found that balance. They took a moral stand without creating the conflict. This shows how courage and guided by the reason and fairness. And to help the individual grow ethically, he must first reflect honesty on his actions and recognize how his desire for the recognition lead to insincere behavior. He should start cultivating the humility by keeping a journey to reflect on whether his daily choice align with fairness and honesty. Over time, this habit can help to guide his moral growth. Reading the ethical text can also help him understand the value of balancing ambition with the justice. This process is not about fixing the team, it's about reshaping his own values so that future decisions reflect the integrity but not ego. Last but not least, individuals act ethically, but their moral courage can still be strengthened by reflecting on his own fears and values that can deepen their commitment to justice, engage in moral dialogue. Truth leading or discussion helps to refine the ethical thinking under the pressure. They also continue practicing the balance between the empathy. Speaking up is important. This action will help individuals not just make the right choice, but become someone who consistently stand for the what is right, even when it is difficult. That's all my parts. Thank you.